neutral field. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Tennessee Titans. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one good for 10 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. First down carry for Henry. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
This one out quickly to Watkins. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
That last throw, Charles, is going to move him past 32,942 yards passing for his career, and that surpasses the total of the Hall of Famer and a colleague of both of ours, Troy Aikman.
Yeah, he played from 1989 to 2000, and Troy Aikman, he was about winning. Because remember, he had Michael Irvin to throw it to. We had Emmitt Smith to hand it to. Just imagine if he was throwing it the way they throw it around nowadays. His numbers, boy, would they be sky high.
2nd and 2.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Derrick Henry. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
And the Eagles are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
A confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
So, CD, you talk about this football team. Some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely. But that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here. And then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we've got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame that talked about retirement the last 6-7 years of their careers. So that's not always real. And sometimes you just have to go ahead and ride it out. And this is an opportunity now for everyone in this locker room to move forward.
Going deep for Diggs. They've got his man complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one good for 37 yards. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
First carry for Kenneth Gainwell.
And a short gain here down to the 22. We're scoreless after 1. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Complete. Smith has it. Touchdown.
Devontae Smith
With another touchdown, number 24 on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Running left, it's Henry. And running with power here.
They should have put a stamp on me in the locker room.
Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharp pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
Credit the sack there to Harold Landry. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. He'll look to throw. Going deep for Diggs. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
It's a 54-yard punt with a return of 11.
And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Yeah, this is going to be a Titans first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead.
To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he goes out right around the 39. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Carry now for Derrick Henry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now Tannehill.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Second down and 8.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ford. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Eluding, and he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. This is Smith with a grab. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards and just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, Next Gen Stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw, Tannehill. He completes it to Henry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Tannehill.
This will go to Henry out wide.
Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. From the 45 on 2nd down. Tannehill under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans.
Running from the gun with Henry. They'll get 11, but it will still lead to a 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
Here's Smith to return it. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt.
And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going deep for Diggs.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Both these teams making their final halftime adjustments. We're just about ready to get back to football. So for the call of the second half, we get back up to Philadelphia and Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway.
Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Flush to his right. Now the ball comes loose. It's picked up by the Titans. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll run it again with Henry. And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Now it's Tannehill. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that will tie our game here in the third. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they'll begin on the ground with Gainwell. Gainwell a first down and more. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. So that run there, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see. He'll find Gainwell out of the backfield. Crosses over out of bounds. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Looking to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw. Flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They're going for it. Hits Murray. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Their mobile quarterback there to make the grab. And the Eagles have moved out in front. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive interception, this drive the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Henry again on 2nd down.
And Henry's hit. He lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run for it with Henry. There he goes left side. 30, 10, 5, touchdown Titans. Derrick Henry, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that will tie our game here in the third. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, as we all know, possessions are crucial in a tie game. And let's face it, I really didn't need to tell you that. You already knew it. So when he sees he's got nothing good going, an excellent decision to just send that one to the sideline.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
They'll drop to throw.
And that'll be dumped off to Gainwell.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Going deep for Diggs.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked off by Amani Hooker.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Again, it's Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Tannehill. Buying time to his left. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
And the drive starts with a completion left side. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Second and 3. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. 7 yards there and a 1st down. They'll look to throw again. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down. Back to throw here. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Tannehill. Eluding and he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Terrell Edmonds comes flying in from safety for the sack.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Another try after the first down sack. Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now Tannehill. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked.
How about that? A dime set on defense. 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee.
That's returnable now for Smith.
It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. They are in the 4th and Buffalo. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hold on, it would be win number 10 for them on the year. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get them about 5 yards. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. And they'll stay on the ground with Gainwell again. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the... Two-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
He'll check this one down to Gainwell.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
Returning here is Wright. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line.
Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry.
Here's 2nd and 10. Again, a run with Gainwell. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter. Do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And his kick is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set your...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Malik Hooker.
And the Eagles have just about sewn up this football game.
Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles,
and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Philadelphia, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8.